Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for November 2025. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this message is when you're supposed to see it. Make sure to check out my description box below if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me. I also have a Patreon where I do bonus readings, extended readings, intuitive charmed readings, pendulum questions. When you join my Patreon, you automatically get your name added to my name deck, which I pull at the end of every YouTube channel reading. And then I also, let's see, the names, and then also you'll send me not only your name but your astrological sign so that I know which ones to focus on. Those readings that are done on my Patreon are directly towards my Patreon members, no one else. So it kind of narrows down the collective readings to you. You'll also receive a mini personal reading as well when you join my Patreon. And then for every month that you're subscribed, you can add another name to my name deck. Again, I pull those at the end of the reading for every YouTube. If you decide to, for every YouTube reading, sorry. If you decide to cancel, then no worries. Your name's going to stay in the deck. I don't pull it out or anything like that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using my Tarot de la Nuit deck and my de la Nuit Oracle deck to help us with the messages today. We're going to start with your career reading first, and then we're going to move into your love portion. Spirit, please help me give messages to my Leo babies. Clear, concise messages to my Leo babies. This first reading will be for finances and career. What is going on with their finances right now for Leo? We have Mulan. Sorry, my window's open, so you might hear some noises outside. The Dark Spell. Finances for Leo. Okay, so we have Mulan, the Dark Spell, Little Red Riding Hood, Hansel and Gretel, and the Blue Fairy. I do want to read about the Dark Spell. I've never seen that card before. So I want to see the gist of that message. I feel like you might be having some issues right now. So let's see. It says, first, you must be very careful whom you give your trust to these days. People are not that much well-intentioned around you right now. Second, you must accept the fact that you're entering into some unpleasant moment where everything will seem to go the wrong way. No curse here, though. Just a few obstacles that need to be shut down. Gather your strength and reason and make your way through the fog. You might be reflecting on things that have happened from the past. They're asking you to close out old cycles and bring in the new. When I see the Hansel and Gretel, it kind of reminds me of like a video game where you have to beat the boss and then that's your final, that's like your final, the final ending to get to your happily ever after. But obviously, you know, life isn't that way. There's always going to be some kind of obstacle later down the road that's going to be a new obstacle for you to overcome and grow from. But they're saying you're a warrior. You got this. You have your guides to guide you. They're bringing up Mushu on how he helped guide Mulan. Your ancestors are helping you in this war, in this fight. Be careful of people who, again, like what that card was saying. It's just like Red Riding Hood, how the wolf dressed up as grandma, somebody who was like someone who she thought she could trust and everything, and then it turned out was the wolf instead. It's like the wolf in sheep's clothing, but instead it was grandma's clothing. So when it comes to grandma, it's someone that's close to you. So it's like you're supposed to be able to trust this person, but you can't. Just be very careful with your finances right now. I feel like people are trying to trick you and take from you right now. They're also saying that like you're an energy source with the blue fairy. They're showing me like you're a energy source for these people. You might be actually surrounded by energy vampires. And that might be what's frustrating you too. It's like you're so booked with work and everything. Not only that, now you have to deal with these people who are also taking your time too, which could be making you frustrated and maybe even lashing out at work because you're so frustrated because you don't have time for yourself. I just feel like you're at your wit's end at this moment in time. They're also saying like these people, how do I put it? They're kind of like manipulative. They're showing me the sweetness in the Hansel and Gretel. It's kind of like these people give you sugar and all that kind of stuff to fatten you up just to use you, to eat you at the end. But it's basically like they're helping you because they have another intention behind it. They know that they can ask you for help too because they helped you and they might use it against you in some way. So they're just saying be careful with your energy and who you give it to. Because this is actually putting you in a bad energy, whoever this person or people are. So let's see what's coming in for finances. Spirit, please, for Leo for my tarot deck. Could be a lover that's doing this. 3 of Cups. The first message I got, this is not a love reading. This is a message for someone out there. This does not have to be your message, but you might have like your intuition might be telling you that like somebody who you are partnered with, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, even fiance, they could actually be having a third party and be using you for finances. Don't take that if there's no guarantee that that's what's going on. But if you've had a suspicion that this is happening, then this message might be for you. Don't just take it to take it though. Like only take it if you have some kind of suspicion that this is happening. I don't want to feed it into your worries or something if you don't have like any proof that that's going on. If there's no signs that that's going on, I don't want you to like create this story in your head like, oh, I automatically believe this because she said this. Don't do that. Only if you like know for sure, like if like your intuition's been guiding you before you saw this reading. This is definitely with a lover though. This is somebody, and this is definitely have to do with like a lover of some sort. They might be trying to date, if you're not with anyone, they might be trying to date you to get to your money because they do see you as financially secure. So they're saying just be careful because this person has an ulterior motive. They're not just getting with you, they're getting with your money too. I can't. Okay. Temperance. Yeah. Take your time with this because get to know this person before you fully trust them. It's really important right now. We have Six of Wands. Yeah, don't move forward unless you know for sure like this person is trustworthy. Um they're saying that you're strong. They're reminding me of Mulan again, like you have this, you got this. You'll know when to move forward. You could be dealing with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or it could just have that highly in your chart. That's interesting though. Okay. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, okay. Normally that's like a match, but they just told me it definitely could be a Taurus. Normally the King and the Queen of Pentacles is a match, but they just told me, my guide just told me that they're putting up an illusion to make you believe that they are on the same page, that they have money too, but you're going to find out that they don't. They might just be starting their business too. And they might actually be asking to borrow some money. Hangman position, seeing if you're actually going to like, I don't feel like you're going to be very fast to act on this decision on to like give them money if that's what they're asking for. And if they're not, you need to be cautious and take your time with deciding this. Yeah, the will is changing. Okay, so what's going to happen? Nine of Wands. There's some kind of wounding that's going to happen. What's going to happen if they trust this person? Yeah, Dark Night of the Soul. This is where the darkness is going to come in. Which you're going to find your way out of it. But I feel like this person is going to hurt you. Can you give me clarification on the Nine of Wands? What is that? Yeah. I feel like this person who is coming in to like, they're saying woo you, they're broke and they're trying to get on their feet. And I feel like you're kind of bored and you find a lot of happiness with them. You feel like you can trust them, but you have to make that decision to make your decision on what you're going to do. Are you going to get with them? Do you trust them fully or not? This is basically sit back and watch kind of situation. You don't want to jump into anything that is risky. What's to come with this connection with this new person, this lover? Ten of Wands. It's going to be a heavy burden. I feel like they're going to drain you of your financial success. They're showing me over like maxing out credit cards. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll pay it back. We'll pay it back. Or I'll earn that money and give you the money back, you know, just loan me some money. And it's going to put you into a crippling situation. Manifesting what? What's this, Magician? Your decisions. Learning from your decisions, learning from what you should be doing, what you want to bring in. Your focus is going to be on like what you want to bring into your life. I feel like you know that this person is kind of untrustworthy when it comes to money, or like your gut is telling you that. The Devil, yeah. I don't think you can trust this person. I think that they're going to sweet talk you into lending over some money. If it's not a lover, it could definitely be like a family member or a friend, but I feel like it's a lover. We have Two of Wands, making that decision. I feel like your gut is telling you this, though. This is like my clairvoyance card, being able to see shit. It's like, if you wait and watch, you'll have a better understanding on and seeing through the illusions. They want you to be careful on your decisions. Go with your gut instinct. You're going to be left in your head. It's not like they're not going to try to bring back that money. But they are, it's going to take a while if they do pay you back. Let me verify that. It's going to take a while for them to pay the collective back. We have the Chariot and Judgment. Tell me more. What's going to happen? Have they done this before? Just a second. Sorry about that. My kids were right by my door. But I feel like this has happened before. And I feel like this person has made promises. This is kind of reminding me of like Princess and the Frog. Like, she had to kiss a lot of frogs in order to get to her wish fulfillment. The thing is, though, is that he's still a frog. Like, this isn't your person. I feel like you could be wasting your time. And I feel like this has happened before. Even like, you might have always allowed people to, like, you know, borrow from you. And in the past, it kind of feels like you've made that quick decision without thinking about it. You wanted to be there and help people, so you're like, yeah, sure, no problem. And that has actually hurt you. So I feel like this is a lesson that's coming back up for you to learn this time with this new person. But you have to make that decision on what you're going to do. I don't feel like it's safe to trust this person, but it's totally up for you to decide. We have Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini and Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, and then Libra and Pisces. So those are the main signs that I'm seeing on the board. You could be these signs, your person could be these signs, whoever you're dealing with, whether if it's a lover or a family or friends. All I know is somebody that's very close to you, somebody who's very significant in your life, who is a big lesson for you. So I do feel like it's karmic. So yeah. I'm going to pull from my focus deck. So make sure you think of 2 questions in regards to this reading. Yes or no questions. Make sure to label them 1 and 2. That way you know what they are. They will be answered in the order that they are received. If yes and no does not pop out, I will pull from my pink deck. New job. Yeah, I feel like this person has a new job and that's why they're asking for money from you. I feel like you're stable. I feel like you have something going on. Grandma, just like Little Red Riding Hood. If your grandma's on the other side, she could be giving you a warning about this. Okay. So it says soulmate. So, at first we are always thinking, oh, this person could be our soulmate, but we need to really like take the time to get to know them before we know for sure what kind of soulmate they are, because they could be a karmic soulmate. There could be a lesson involved. We have 777. Look, wonderful things are about to happen to you. So right now is a very lucky time for you. Just don't allow anyone to like push you off that path. We have travel could be involved. They are coming back correct. So someone in your life is coming back correct. You could be a moon sign Leo. We have Pisces could be important. Pisces is February and March. Apology. Who's ever giving you this apology, they're the ones that could be coming back correct. Venus sign could be important. You could be a Venus sign Leo. We have Virgo, or any of these other signs that pop out. Virgo is September and let's see. September and August. We have Taurus could be important, which is April and May. 111. Intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. That could be important. December could be important. That is Sagittarius and Capricorn. May could be important. That is Taurus and Gemini. Then we have Leo, which is August. Sorry about that. Leo and so Leo is August and July. Sorry. We have Father, November, which is Sagittarius and Scorpio. Aries could be important, which is March and April. We have October, which is Libra and Scorpio. Grandma could be important. Someone is wearing a mask. Yeah, that goes with that card because the wolf dressed up as grandma. He was wearing a mask to make you believe that you can trust them. Turned out that they couldn't be trusted, and it was supposed to be someone that was like close to you. New love. I feel like this new love that's coming into your life, you need to hold back and see them, like truly see what's going to happen before trusting them and giving money to them. And then we have February. Somebody even just said casino. They said you could like possibly like win the lottery or something similar in that respects. Like you could come into a big lump sum of money, and this new love interest is going to find out somehow, and that's what is going to attract them to you. So just be careful on that. We have Pisces and Aquarius for February. So no yes or no's popped out. So I will pull from my pink deck. Your finances look really good. It just looks like somebody is going to be trying to come in and take from you. So just be careful, be cautious about who you give your time and your money to. Can even be like an inheritance or something. First question for Leo, please, Spirit. First question for Leo. Second question for Leo, Spirit. Second question for Leo. Okay. We have 3 of Wands for your first question, which is confidence, progress, expansion, growth, and looking ahead. The answer to that one is yes. The first question is yes. For the second question, it's 9 of Cups. Success, achievement, happiness, rewards, wishes coming true. And the answer for the second question is yes. I feel like this is you, to be honest. Because I was just talking about how your finances are doing. I feel like you're growing in everything. I feel like your finances are growing. You're getting to the place where you've been wanting to be, like success, happiness, stability. They're saying rich even. Like you have a go-getter attitude and you love the job that you do is another thing. You're very passionate about your job. But I feel like these are you. But yes, both of your questions are yes. So that is your career reading. If you would like to see if your name pops out at the very end, skip ahead to the end if you don't watch the love portion of the reading, which you probably should, considering this popped out for you. But I am going to try to pull another storyline for the love reading, since this was technically a love reading, but was mixed with finances. So that's what happened to, I believe, Cancer too. Cancer got 2 love readings, unless it was Gemini. One of them got 2 love readings. But yeah, okay. So we're going into the love portion. Just so you guys know, I am an artist as well. I do custom work. I also am a children's illustrator as well. I have my book out. It's called Crystal Beasts. There is 12 main books, 36 books in total though, including baby books and coloring books as well. I also do like stuffed animals, different merch like keychains and stickers and all that kind of stuff. I do have markets. I do have an online business. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out. Each of my books is a different astrology sign. So my first book that I just did, it's Arrow, the Jaguar cub, and he's from the Amazon rainforest. He is an Aries. So he has like the traits of an Aries. Each of my book is going to have a different animal, and they're going to have traits of the astrology sign that's attached to that animal, to that book. So, and the animals, there's like some kind of tragic thing going on in their realm, and they have to find their crystal to transform into the mythical beast that they are, their higher self. And they gain powers to put out to take care of their climate issue. For example, Arrow, his is the fire that happened in the Amazon. He's able to firebend the fire and everything. So yeah, but check that out. 15% of proceeds does go back to the actual animals of the Amazon and their environment. If you choose to order through Moonlight Studios, your portion of the money 15% of it will go back to them. And then that goes for anything that is Crystal Beast related. And you will also receive a signed copy of the book from me and my sister. I am the artist, my sister is the writer, and we both collab on the stories. And then, yeah. So if you're interested in that, check that out. You'll also get like a free bookmark, a limited edition bookmark for the main book. And then you will receive like stickers for the coloring book if you decide to get a coloring book. And each book has different animals. So my second book will be coming out here eventually soon. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's in the works right now. That one is about Ryla, and she's from Atlantis. So you might be asking, well, how does Atlantis have a problem when it's gone? Well, pollution in the ocean is an issue. So yeah, you'll be able to learn all about that. So I'll be doing like ocean babies and things like that. Right now I have a line that's called Jungle Babies, and I make crocheted animals. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. Okay. Love portion for Leo, please, Spirit. Love portion for Leo. Let's get back on track. Love portion for Leo, please. What messages do you have for Leo? Please give me the second storyline. Second storyline for Leo. Second storyline for Leo. I feel like this is after. They're saying this might be after you find out the truth about that person from the first career reading, the one that's using you. I said Princess and the Frog. That's funny. You're going to find your prince eventually. Let's see. Alice in Wonderland, yeah. Yeah, this is all about like going on that adventure and finding your soulmate and going through the lessons that you need to go through in order to find your soulmate. They're also bringing up Tiana too, from the Disney movie Princess and the Frog, obviously. But in that movie, she was so focused on work that she didn't really focus on love. And the guy, I forget his name, Naive? Is it Naive or something like that? I don't know. Nine, something like that. But he comes in and he's all about having fun and not working, where she's all hard labor. So I feel like the person that's coming in for you is probably going to be a little bit more like chill and laid back. I still feel like they're further down the road. I feel like you have either like it's a long way to go still, or like there's just like a lot of chaotic, like a lot of stuff going on right now. And you're going to meet them along the way, and you're going to be so focused on everything else that it's going to kind of take you by surprise. They're going to be a wish come true. They're definitely a new person. Yes, when you're moving away from the old and moving into the new, moving through that chaotic energy, I feel like it's the everyday like hustle. Very independent in your power, and that's when you're going to find this person. You're going to be at peace with yourself. A lot of happiness too. Even after everything that you've been through, like even though you've been through a lot, you still are grateful for your lessons because it's made you into the person that you are today. It's like, I'm grateful for the lessons. I had to learn them. Without those, I wouldn't be who I am today. It's like you're happy about your growth and everything that you've been through. Tower. You might be reflecting on some of that stuff. Yeah, you might actually be in grief about some of it too. Like a lot of that stuff from the past, it was just really bad back then, but it's like you made it through. You kind of feel like a sense of relief that you made it through to this new person once they come into your life. But I feel like you're going to find this person when you're already feeling at peace with your life. You might be a little defensive at first because you don't know if you can trust them, because it's like, oh man, I don't want to open my heart up again. You're going to be very single and successful, and you just don't want anything to destroy that right now. So you're a little caught off guard. You're like, oh, is this another person I have to cut from my life? Kind of might give you a little bit of anxiety. Might mess with your happiness a little bit. Can you tell me more about this new person? This is going to be a partner that you can actually build with. But it's up to you to let them into your kingdom, is what they're saying. You hold the key. Keep saying they're your twin. They're your twin. They could be a twin flame. You could definitely be a twin flame, because after going through this darkness, you learn to love yourself, put that self-love transformation towards yourself, and you're able to get yourself out of the grief and finally see the light. It's like the universe is rewarding you for everything that you've been through. All that yeah, this is definitely from the last reading. That karmic wheel. Everything that you've been through successfully, you've completed it with help of your guides. You listen to your guides. You learned everything that you needed to learn from other people in other situations. It's going to be successful. You're going to move towards this new person after walking away from the old. You're not allowing anyone to hold you back. This could even be like work related too, like just focusing on work until like the right person comes in. You'll know because your intuition will tell you that they're the right person. I kind of feel like this might come after a time of being single for a while because you're choosing to stay single. I feel like out of nowhere, this person's going to come into your life and kind of surprise you. That's what I'm getting. Could be a King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Not necessarily, but could be. I feel like you're going to be more logical than anything, though. You're not really going to wear your heart on your sleeve because you're going to be scared that this person could hurt you. So you're going to be kind of like cautious about who you give your energy to. But this person is going to be a wish fulfillment, and they're actually going to add to your empire. This is someone you're going to be able to trust, somebody who's going to be stable, financially secure. Yeah, again, you're going to be kind of scared, though, to bring them in. Notice how the Nine of Pentacles landed over here. This is about logical thinking, and this is about wounds from the past, and this is about being single and successful. So it's like you being single and successful came from you being logical about like what has happened in the past, and you just focusing on work instead of focusing on love. So I feel like it's going to be a while until you can trust again, until the universe brings this person in. If it hasn't been a while already, you could be going, this could have already happened a while ago, you know. So, but I feel like there's going to be a period of time. I'm getting kind of like 2 years. Could be longer though for some. It could be like 5 to 7 years. That's a long time, but I feel like somebody might have already been single for that long. So picking up on 2, 5, and 7. Those are the numbers. That doesn't mean you're going to be single for 5 or 7 years or even 2 years. It just means that if you have been single already for that long, it's just extra confirmation for you. We do have Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Sagittarius. Yeah, I feel like you're really focused on your work, but I feel like when the right person comes in, you're going to know it. It's just going to take you a little while for you to be able to trust them. But keep focusing on yourself and your self-love. You're magical. The person, I feel like you have like a lot of life experience. They're showing me the circle behind her, and it kind of reminds me of a time capsule. This is what I'm getting. I'm smelling roses. Roses could be significant. This person could give you roses. The new one that's coming in. You could just love roses, but yeah, they're coming. It's just you gotta learn to trust too. That's the other thing. You gotta learn to trust after kissing so many frogs, you know. You got to determine if the person, when that right person comes in, like if they're the right one for you. You're just worried about getting tricked. They're showing me Alice in Wonderland and how she was tricked or something. Or there was always riddles and you just don't want to fall for that again. Okay, Spirit. Focus messages. Make sure you think of 2 questions. Label them 1 and 2. Make sure you label them, that way you know the order that they come out is the order that they will be answered in. They are yes or no questions. If you need more time, pause the video. Your first answer is a no. Specifically having to do with this ex-lover of yours. Whoever is an ex or somebody from your past, that's a no. They're not the one. If that was not your question, that's an additional message. So still your question, that's still your answer, but this is an additional message for you if you were questioning that as well. And you might actually be running into them right now because we have Virgo. Because it is Mercury retrograde. So exes do tend to come back during this time to try to start over again. So keep that in mind. Okay. So we have no. Virgo is September and August. And then we have ex-lover, so ex-lover is involved somehow. December is important, which is Capricorn and Sagittarius. Cancer is important, which is July and June. We have March, Aries, and Pisces. Aquarius is important, which is January and February. New beginnings are on the way. This new person is coming in. It's saying you're mirroring somebody. Keep that in mind. Yeah, twin flame. I was hearing twin flame. If this ex-lover is your twin flame, here's the thing with twin flames. They have to go through a certain awakening and learn their lessons and, you know, be happy with themselves and showing self-love before they can actually reunite. If your person's not willing to do the work, then it's basically like a waste of time for you to try to be with them at this point in time. So you might want to look into getting with a soulmate possibly, if you truly want to experience a relationship. If not, that's fine too. It's really up to you on what you decide to do. Never try to force anything. But yeah, like, I don't want you to feel guilty for leaving your twin flame behind because they're not willing to grow. So I'm just giving you that info. Now this new person could be your twin flame. You're going to know because you need to follow your intuition. If this new person is your twin flame, then awesome. Just know that there is a lot of challenging aspects that come along with that journey as well. So not all twin flames end up together in that lifetime. Could be like next lifetime or lifetime after that. So just keep that in mind. Just depends on you and your twin. We have unfinished business. Yeah, ex-lover coming in with unfinished business. They might be trying to reignite that spark. We do have cheaters involved. Ex-lover is a cheater. They want you to cleanse yourself of whoever this is that has put you in this predicament. We have manifesting your dreams. Rising sign Leo. We have 11/11 spiritual awakening. You're on the right path at the right time. Gemini could be important, which is June and May. Somebody's coming back correct. We have Leo. This could be yourself. I feel like this is more of yourself. Like you're coming back correct because you cleansed yourself. So like you'll be in better energy is what that means. You won't have residual energy like holding you back. Leo is August and July. And then your second answer is yes. So that's that. And then we are going to pull some names. If your name doesn't pop out, it doesn't mean that you're doesn't mean that this is not your reading. It could simply mean that your name is not in my name deck. If you would like your name to be added, you can join my Patreon where you get extra bonus readings, extended readings, intuitive charmed readings. You actually get a free tarot reading when you join, and your name also gets added to the deck with each additional month that you are subscribed to my Patreon. You are able to add another name. This could be your friend, your lover, whoever you want to add. Just let me know your name and your astrology sign, and I will focus on your astrology sign during the reading and no one else's. So it's kind of like getting additional free readings for yourself. Plus you get discounts for my my personal readings as well. So keep that in mind. I always go through these twice to get as many names as possible out. Sometimes the cards like to stick, so. Okay. All right, so we have Xana, Rachel, Joey, Adam, Luna, Evelyn, Amy, Jessica, John. Also, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so make sure to check out all of my channel for like all your different signs and everything. It's not limited. We have Destiny, Jason, Serenity, Terry, Anna, Henry, David, Michelle, Julia, Joseph, Zach, and Brent. Now this could be for your career reading or your love reading. Also, if it's not your first name, it could be your middle name, could be your last name, could even be your spouse, your sister, your mother, your brother, father name, any of those. So Leo, I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to read for you again soon. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on that notification bell. That way you are notified when I post my next video, and I hope to read for you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful month and a very happy Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you later. Bye.